Oh, look what I got here, boys. Oh, yeah, I got some twins. Brothers of Destruction.
Boing, 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 boing.
Alright, so I got these two guns. It was supposed to be their collector's edition from American Gun Crafters. So here's the other one. So they were taking forever to try and delay the process of getting it. So originally it was supposed to be basically 2 months maximum to 4 weeks. So 1 to 2 months. So it said 4 to 8 weeks for delivery. Well, it's been going on 3 months. And I had to say, look, you guys are in breach of contract and have not sent me the product. So, got to do something, otherwise refund my money. And they send me the holster. So I ordered a holster. It was like $125 for the holster, And so it's like getting the saddle before the horse. But as far as the quality of them, this one's better. It's not tight this way, got a little bit of play in it, but up and down like that, just a slight little bit. This one here, this one is crappy quality. Listen to that. So the up and down, so when I hit the release here, it's really tight that way, but it's the up and down. So I call him up, complain about it, and the guy says, this, I don't know if you can see that there, that little hole. He said, oh, is there a rubber in there? And I says, no, there's no rubber in it. There's no rubber in the other one either. And so their solution then to deal with that problem is to put a rubber little plunger or something, rubber stopper in there. Well, what if somebody loses that? So now their gun could be shooting, 5 inches too high or 5 inches too low, or who knows, because that's a lot of play up and down, and the farther away you get from your target, the more it is. And see, I don't know if you can notice that, but see that gap right there? Huge gap in between. And that gap is not consistent. So there's more of a gap on one side than there is on the other side. So then if you look at like this hole right there where that little nut is, it's way off centered. And then see the gap between there and the gap between there? Terrible quality. There looks like a hairline crack in it right there in the handle. This you can see that doesn't really line up. It touches on one side, overlaps on the other, or doesn't touch on one side and overlaps on the other. The gaps in between the wood, just the fit and finish of it. And this is supposed to be their collector's edition. So it's like they just rushed and then just grabbed anyone and then boom, sent it out to me. And so I complained about it, like I said, and and then there is like little just imperfections, scratches, like I don't know if it was used. In the bluing, there's looks like little spider web kind of deals, just imperfections in that. Then this rail, it's kind of hard to come out on there, and I'm being nitpicky, but you can see it's ground down on one side more than the other. So they left like the fly cutting from the machining, but you can see how the groove on one side is churfed in right in the middle than it is on the other side, and it's not consistent all the way down the whole rib. So, the guy says, oh, well, they're handmade. Oh, okay, but still, where's the American quality in it? Why would you send something out with your name on it that's not of American quality standard? And it's a lot of money. So between the two of these and the holster, we're talking like $1,400. So it's not, you know, a cheap gun by any means. They're black powder, you know, I mean, like say that Pieta Old Navy that's over there on the wall below the fly gun, bug assault. You know, those are, you know, around $300 or something like that, but you know, the quality of them is not the greatest. You know, they are what they are. You know, it's a revolver, you know, pretty decent. Get it, show it to you. I think these go for around $350, something like that. But, you know, here you've got an Italian-made gun. As he made in Italy, 36 caliber Navy model, made in Italy. And, you know, for the period back then, 36 caliber, that was actually a standard. So the ones that are 44 caliber, they didn't really make them back then. But, you know, the fit and finish on it, you could see how the wood doesn't quite meet the frame on it, overlaps a little bit, but that gives you something that you can work on and detail them out and redo them, or put different handles on them or stuff like that. But you know what you're getting, and it's much cheaper for this as a black powder gun than this. You know, that one, I mean, look at the gap on that. You know, just it doesn't match that right there. It's just really poor quality one. This one, I'm a little bit more satisfied with. The quality's better. The chrome looks nice, you know, but eventually that chrome is going to wear. If you're carrying an everyday carry, it's gonna be wearing into it. There is right there, I don't know if you can see it on here, some sanding marks on it where they didn't polish it out good enough before they sent it in to be chromed. Don't know how thick that chrome is on it, but hopefully it's good. But you can see on here, on a lot of stuff, it fits better. The gaps are much closer tolerance on it, where the wood meets the metal, and there's no crack right there. This is a one piece supposedly, but that other one's got like a white crack in it right there. So yeah, I let them know right away that I'm not satisfied with it. Then they sent me an email, wanted me to call their tech guy, so I called Tim and explained to him, you know, see, this one opens up super easy. But you can see there's no rubber stopper in there. So for them to put a rubber stopper that somebody's eventually going to lose, even if they did that and they're sending these guns out, the little rubber stopper is going to fall out. Then somebody's accuracy is going to be way off, and they probably won't know why. All of a sudden their accuracy is off, and then they're going to be dissatisfied with a gun. You know, they're going to be like shooting 5 inches too high, you know, which could make the difference between, you know, hitting, you know, if you did it in a self-defense, you know, shooting them in the chest or flying over their shoulder and hitting somebody else behind them. So it's a safety issue over that too. So I'm going to test this new gun here, see how it shoots. Well, it looks like, I don't know if you can see it, they are doing chemtrails still. Not as much as they were before, but they're still doing them. See all that cloud's all spread out? And you can see some chemtrails way over there. Way over there. So they are still doing it. All right, so let's see how she goes. This is 90 grains with a round ball in it and a plastic shot cup. So see if it'll penetrate this car. Holy shit. That's got some freaking kick. Wow. Look at the size of that hole. Jeez. That's got some kick. Okay, well, here goes number 2 shot. Damn. It's not bad, pretty accurate. Let's see it side by side with the other one. And I aimed that time for that rusty bullet hole right there. So it didn't plow through it like the other one. The other one looked like it went clean through. That one hit something maybe on the other side, some other like part of the frame or something. It didn't go through it. But wow, that's got some kick. It'll definitely do some damage. So there's the little mini shotgun right there. The hand cannon is what they call it. Kind of give you an idea of the barrel on that thing. That's a big one. So just check out the size of these holes. Man, this thing is like the Dr. Destruction device here. Those are solid round lead balls. You can pretty much load this thing with all kinds of stuff. Bird shot to, different like buckshot, whatever. That's the nice thing about it. You can kind of load it on the fly. That's the crack in it. Yeah, kind of scuff up at the end of the barrel. See how that just doesn't match good. The bolts are kind of off-centered on it. See the gap in the backside, and there's more of the gap. See the little like right there, like a scuff mark on it. Just not happy with this blued one. Just look at that gap right there where the wood don't meet the steel very good, and then that one hole's way off where just poor quality. It's going back for sure. The company said they're gonna send me a shipping instruction for sending it back. So we'll see. I don't know how long that'll take to get it. Well, if you stuck in this far, you're diehard for sure. And thanks for watching. Take care.